shining in Korea, making shit to get drunk. Welcome to the silliness. So, we did an experiment, just a complete off-the-cuff thing, about a month or so ago, just to see how it would come out. We took a little bit of sugar shine and some coffee beans and just kind of mixed it together, let it sit for a week and see how it tasted. We thought it tasted pretty good. In Korea, they have a thing called an Americano. I don't know if they do it in the States. I'd never heard of it until I came to Korea.
I think they do it in other countries as well. But
right. Basically, it's a shot of espresso with some hot water. Honestly, I personally never really saw the point because it just looked like you were watering down the coffee to me. But if you've ever tasted an Americano, it tasted basically like an alcoholic Americano.
Here's the thing. We are in Korea. And Korea is all about some coffee. All about some coffee.
We're in not quite the Korean equivalent of the middle of nowhere. You still got to go a little further south, but we're close. We're two corners before the middle of nowhere. And
we're in the country.
We still can't drive more than 5 minutes without finding a coffee shop.
There's like 5 coffee shops down the road, like 2 minutes from here.
There's literally one across the street from us.
Yeah. So everywhere there's a coffee shop, and that's that's the state of Korea.
If you're in an actual city, if you're in Seoul, if you're in
every
Busan
other
or
store,
Daejeon, or literally you cannot walk a block without finding 2 coffee shops. I don't know.
Then let's also talk about, okay, so maybe you can't find a coffee shop, but you got a CU or a 7-Eleven or a GS25.
They have coffee machines.
They have coffee machines. They have canned coffee, like bottled coffee. Like They
even have bagged coffee. I'd never heard of bagged coffee.
The amount of coffee in this country, we're all caffeinated. All of us. Yeah. You cannot be decaf in Korea.
Yeah. My coffee fixation does not go unfurnished here. Oh yeah, also, as a sipping cream, it was really weird because it went from tasting like an alcoholic Americano to a, what's that milkshake? Java chocolate chip.
A Jamocha shake?
Jamocha shake, yes, that's it.
Arby's Jamocha shake.
It went to tasting like a Jamocha shake. I was flabbergasted, but it was good.
So,
anyway.
For Christmas, I gave one of my friends a small bottle of it because we didn't have a lot.
Basically, we're trying to get rid of a bunch of alcohol that we have sitting back there.
And she took a sniff of it and was like, whoa. And then she took a taste of it and she was like, I feel better already. Shared it with a friend of hers and they were like, we need some of that. So literally, I took it as a Christmas present and then I ended up back at my house because they all wanted more of it. So I got rid of all that we made of it.
They all wanted more to give to their friends as Christmas presents.
So couple of those people are behind on their Christmas presents because we didn't have enough. But
so we were like, hell, people like this. We might make some more. It might be good at our next party get together.
Yeah, we're caffeinating and getting people drunk all at the same time.
Hey. So what we got is some basic 100 proof sugar shine and some coffee beans.
And these coffee beans,
they come from...
I want to specify where our coffee beans are from. These are, we buy them locally at Cosmic Cat, but they come from a place in Seoul, I believe is called Monarch. And this is the Cosmic Blend. It's Colombia and Brazil. And the cup notes are dark chocolate, pecan, and black sugar. And this is my favorite coffee bean here. So I really love their coffee. I buy it so Chuck can have coffee. Yeah, so I buy my coffee beans there.
That's what my daily thermos of coffee is made of. So.
That's a lot of love because I buy him the special coffee, not the 8 o'clock coffee.
Right. So we are going to take several scoops of this. We're gonna.
So these scoops are
what are they,
1/8 cup or 30 mils. 30 mils of beans.
Right. And we're using whole beans. We're not crushing, cracking, grinding anything. We're using whole beans. Right, so we are going to take 4, maybe 5 scoops of that and pour it in here, and it's going to look like boom. All right, so technically, we put these in last night and let them sit overnight, and they are already coloring.
So one of the things that we do every day
Pick it up, give it a little shake.
Give it a little shake.
That's a little excessive of a shake for what I
I
do.
sometimes do a little excessive shake. He just doesn't realize it. But that just moves everything around. So
I did wind up using 5 scoops because 4 looked a little shy.
So we'll leave this in about a week. Obviously, we'll check it day by day, see what the color is looking like, see what we decide, taste it, see how we feel about it. And then once we decide we're where we want, I literally saved him about that much to taste against.
So we're going to taste it, make sure we're in the same ballpark.
Make sure we're in the same ballpark, and then we will be good to go. Because we don't even proof this down. This stays at this proof. It stays at 100 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really...
It's some potent Americano. But also...
There's more alcohol than caffeine in it, probably.
But also, if you go the sipping cream route, mix it with a little coffee creamer or
lovely.
a little that stuff. Lovely.
Yeah.
And it's 50 proof, so still fuck you up.
So we've already decided we have to make more sugar shine so that we can make more coffee liqueur.
Right.
So, but people like it, so it works.
So
the one thing to note is after we get it to where we like it, we make it sit for a couple weeks so the flavors kind of just meld into it really well.
Oh yeah, that jar, which to be frank, or Tom, Dick, and Harry, whichever, was only a quart jar. It wasn't even a full quart jar. It was like 2/3 of a quart that I'd.
And he was probably in his head when we poured it the night before thinking, I'd like to have some of that again later. He's going to have to wait 3 weeks for that now. Sorry, babe.
Yeah, so
my bad.
We let it sit for a week. We'll pour it out, strain the beans out, and then let it sit for at least another week to age a week. And then we might call the jackals and let them know we have some more.
What are you talking about? I've already promised 500 ml jars to someone.
Damn, she giving shit to people we ain't even made yet.
Because she thought I didn't know if we had enough when my other friend had already asked for 3. I had enough to make her 3 and just a very little bit extra. So I gave her the last a little bit extra for herself because she was not going to get any.
Speaking of which, she's talking about these little jars that we bought online here. They look like little hip flasks.
I love them.
They make great gifts.
I love them.
But yeah,
it's 100 mils. So that's all they were getting are little 100 mil samples, which, it's pretty high proof. So 100 mils is going to get you screwed up pretty fast anyways.
That's all you need for a party.
But I didn't know if I had enough. So I had promised her that the next one we made, she could, because she wanted 5, that I would give her 5. So she's getting 5 because it's already promised.
But and this is just a simple infusion. It's just a coffee liqueur. It is not difficult.
So
Sugar Shine is the easiest thing to make.
So here's a link to Sugar Shine. This is the Sugar Shine we use.
Right.
The other thing is you can use your favorite coffee. So if you have a coffee that you love, and maybe it is 8 o'clock coffee. I swear I was not bad-mouthing it. There's nothing against it. He does drink it.
I've had some before.
I just buy him frou-frou coffee beans because I'm the wife that wants him to feel like he's special in the morning.
If you like Javalia, if you like the Dunkin' Donuts beans.
Whatever, but it needs
whatever floats your boat.
In my opinion, I would use the beans because it slowly infuses versus like immediately infusing and then you've got to drain grounds out.
Yeah,
so,
I wasn't going to grind them, but I did consider just like cracking them with the mortar and pestle. But they're going to be in here for a week.
Yeah, and we did it. I wanted to do it the exact same way we did it the first time. So that's why we did it this way. And then the other thing is when we go to take the beans out, we're going to strain the beans out, but then we're going to pour it through a filter to get
a whole lot easier to get all the beans out when the beans are whole.
It is. We'll see you in about a week.
In a few seconds. And we're back. Coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
We had 100 proof Sugar Shine. We added coffee beans to it. We let it sit for a week. We filtered out the coffee beans. And we've let it sit for another week.
Yes.
So
it actually probably needs another week to 2 weeks before it is there.
Now, for such a simple drink, this wound up being wildly popular with our Korean friends.
Probably because the coffee culture in Korea is wildly popular and you don't argue with what works. You give the people what they like.
So, as we mentioned before, special blend of coffee beans that we get from our friends at Cosmic Cat. a pecan chocolate roasted bean.
But you could use whatever your favorite whole coffee is, but it needs to be whole bean. I would not do grind.
Right. This has a beautiful nose on it.
It's very coffee.
100 proof. It's got a little heat to it.
It still has a little bit bite for me.
But it has a strong, like espresso and chocolate front end on it. Bam!
But we were gifted this bottle of creamer because creamer is not a thing in Korea. However, if you don't have creamer and you're here in Korea and you have no access to friends who can get you creamer, try it with vanilla ice cream. So make yourself a sipping cream with a little bit of your alcohol and a little bit of ice cream or a little bit of creamer.
I swear to God, it turns it into either a Java chocolate chip or a Jamocha shake. Just a little splash there, a little more. That should be around it.
So for those of you who don't know what a Jamocha shake is, that is from Arby's. It is like a mocha coffee milkshake, basically. Very popular.
Oh yeah, that's
up my alley. I am more of a cream with my coffee person, so I could do that.
So yeah, that's wonderful.
So this is going to probably sit for another week to 2 weeks just to let it mellow till it's at the point where our other one was, because we know that that's going to be about the perfect time. And then I've got some people who are already waiting on it. I'll get them what they're looking for, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have more people who want more. So
Yeah. So that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, do the internet stuff.
we do plan on doing a couple infusions in the future because, again, sometimes you end up with a lot of shine and you got no idea what to do with it, or you need something new to try. We have done stuff like, instead of limoncello, we used yuja or yuzu, which is a very popular citrus here in Korea and in Japan. And we made yuja-cello, so look for that video here. But we're going to maybe work on a hellebong orange or something else, and we've got other ideas. So I'm just going to give you a couple occasional throw in there when we're waiting for things to be done.
Not every recipe needs to be, you know, a 4-grain mash or a
Not everything has to be hard.
7-root, 7-vegetable bourbon or some of them can be simple.
We did like a whole thing of infusions. Check this here. And they worked really well. Not everything has to be like the Cherry Bounce, which is coming up, or the Shine Muscat Grape, also coming up. But again, these take weeks to get done, and y'all don't want to wait around weeks for videos.
Weeks to get done and months to age.
Yeah, so
sometimes you want something that's done quick.
So in that case, we also want you to have some content to watch that's good and quality. So we'll throw up a couple things occasionally that'll give you some ideas on things you too can make with just simple ingredients like your shine or your syrup, or that syrup and shine and other ingredients. So we'll give you some ideas.
Right. So we'll see y'all around.
Bye.
Call it a midlife situation, a moonshine.